We're all familiar with Parents' Nights Out programs. We're going to be talking to the owner of one and how he's pivoting with COVID-19. That's just ahead on the Jeff Crilley Show. Are you pivoting?
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, if you've watched this show any length of time, you know that I love to feature entrepreneurs on the show, and I want to introduce you to a new friend, Dale Oakes. He is with Planet Kidz, and
yes, sir.
You're an entrepreneur from way back, 1989 is when you started this.
1989, yeah.
Tell us about the growth of the company.
Well, at first, Jeff, to be honest with you, brother, I was a regional vice president for an insurance company in Arizona at a young age, out of college, and some of the places that we'd be at doing these conventions and so on and so forth, I'd be speaking at, and during the downtime, we'd be out by the pool. Nobody was entertaining the kids that were coming with the parents. So one thing led to another. I started entertaining the kids, and my wife kept saying, Dale, you need to get into the kid business. There's something about it, because everywhere you go, they follow you. So we made a leap of faith, and we moved from Arizona to Texas, out to Rockwall, Texas, and I negotiated a situation with a health club on a Friday night. And so we opened up our doors in November of 1989, and it took me about 6 weeks, but I built it up to 550 kids coming every Friday night.
Wow.
And then one thing led to another over the years period of time. We started expanding to where we've helped over 5 million kids come through the doors of our program in almost 31 years. What a blessing, to be honest with you, brother.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And you have a really cool concept. We found a YouTube video. We want to play that right now.
Welcome to Planet Kidz Springer. We are so excited tonight.
Wow, a lot of energy. And you told me before we went on the air that you have a history in television. Tell everybody your history in television.
Well, I was fortunate enough to work with Mr. Peppermint Show back in the early 90s.
Legendary show.
Yes, it was a legendary show. I also got a chance to work with the Morris Brothers at Casey Fox and Fox 33 with the two nerds. They were great to work with. Since my youth programs were in schools, they got a chance to see what I was doing. Next thing I know, they're like, Dale, come on our show, be part of what we're doing, and we'll go and do a lot of your skits and stuff at your Parents' Night Out program. And one thing led to another. They were just great to work work with. But yeah, the Mr. Peppermint show, that was a blast doing that. But time goes on,
Yes,
and
sir.
things happen, and so we're still just grateful to be here.
So, okay, tell us about the pandemic and how did that affect you?
Well, since I have all of our programs now working with school districts as a Parents Night Out program, we use a lot of the elementary schools or the middle schools on Friday nights or Saturday night from usually 7 in the evening until about 10:30 or 11 o'clock. And in March of this year, we were having a great banner year, Jeff. The kids were coming out of the woodworks. Parents were loving what we were doing, having a place for these kids in a safe environment, because we have an off-duty officer at every location. And then all of a sudden, March hits, and you have over 7,000 parents a weekend that count on your program being open. And then all of a sudden, the school districts start calling my office saying, Dale, you can't be open. You can't be open. So we're starting to close down. And now, since March of this year, we've been closed. And now they're telling me it may be January of 2021 before we can reopen.
Really? But it seems like it's more needed now than ever before.
It is. Man, we have over 10,000 to 15,000 people a month hit our website, the little thing you just played, and they're like, Dale, we need to bring our kids. We need something for our kids to be doing, because they're all going stir crazy.
Yes.
And I had one of the superintendents, I kid you not, they told me about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, they said, Dale, we're going to wait, we're not going to open back up for the kids until it was November, I think November 4th, November 5th. And I asked him point blank, I says, well, what does that have to do with the pandemic?
Right.
I said, so are you waiting until the election to be over with before you open back up? Well, we're not saying, but we're going to wait. And I'm going, you're kidding me. So you're using the children right now, our precious children right now, as pawns. Right. Because they're going, we're just not going to take the risk. We're still going to do online training or teaching. And I'm going, but then I have other districts that call me and say, Dale, we've opened back up, but we only have 5 to 10 kids per class. Well, these parents are hurting right now.
Yeah, they need you.
All over. I have people from Atlanta, from Vegas, from Dallas, all the way down to South Texas, Florida, that we have programs that work in these areas. They're dying for these kids to have something positive to do. You've got more drugs happening right now, suicide taking place, alcohol problems right now, because they don't know how to handle the kids in a situation where we're together 24 hours a day.
Yes.
And it's crazy. It is crazy.
You also have a philanthropic arm. It's a 501c3.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Well, the Communities for Kids is kind of an umbrella. My wife and I started the Communities for Kids in 1997 as a way to scholarship these children. We have so many children that may come. We may have 5,000 kids come through our program this weekend, but then the principals will reach out and say, Dale, we've got this family or this family that says they can't afford maybe $10. Right. They can't afford $5 for the concession stand. So what we'll do is we'll honor maybe 200 scholarships a weekend to families so they can bring their kids to our program, and we'll take them free of charge. And matter of fact, here's tickets for the concession stand, and let's get you into a safe environment. And that's what we want to do. It's controlled, safe environment for 4 hours of fun, crazy stuff. So,
wow. Well,
yes,
Dale,
sir.
I'm going to say a prayer for you, and we're going to send positive vibes your way that,
yes, sir.
that you come out the other side intact. We're going to put the website up so people can get in touch.
Yep.
Planet Kidz with a Z.org
Yes,
is
sir.
the website. Dale Oakes, thank you for being on the show.
What an honor. Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.